If you and your partner constantly feel like you're chasing your tails, trying to keep up with working full-time and managing your household, whilst fitting it all in around your other commitments such as health, exercise and family, then you've come to the right place. Today I'm going to share with you my 6 best hacks for running your home as someone who works full-time alongside my partner also working full-time, and both of us wanting to be as time efficient as possible to keep a well-running home but not lose out on our free time. Hi everyone, I'm Charlotte. This is episode 3 of A Lighter Life, a series where we talk about strategies to make the challenges of real life a bit more manageable in order for us all to feel more happy and fulfilled. And so let's jump in with your first hack. No more his and hers chores. Now, I would love nothing more than to be a traditional housewife and take on all of the chores for myself. But the reality is bills demand 2 incomes, and for many couples, both people are working full time. This means that both people will also need to take on the chores at home too. They are our chores. And in every couple, there will be someone who is better at certain tasks than the other, and so it makes more sense for them to do it. And then there will also be one partner who dislikes doing a particular chore so much and the other doesn't mind it, so it just makes more sense for them to do it, and that's fair enough. But if a chore is waiting to be done, don't not do it just because that chore belongs to the other person. Remember, you are a team. You've both been hard at work all day. It's likely that you're both tired. The last thing your relationship needs is a battle over whose turn it is to take the bins out or empty the dishwasher. Tom and I have a bit of a saying, and that is, on the days you're feeling 20%, I'll match it and I'll bring the other 80. It's a way in which we have each other's backs. Some days you'll both come at it at a comfortable 50-50. And on the days where you both feel like there's nothing left in the tank, you've only got 10% to give, maybe it's been a really tough day, then share the load, help each other through it, tackle it together, and then nobody is going to end up feeling resentful. And you'll have more time after everything is done at the end to sit down, talk, and support each other as needed. Your second hack, do chores together, but not together. You don't need to hold each other's hand through everything, and not everything is a 2-person job, and what's likely going to happen if you try to do all your chores together is you're just going to get in each other's way, and it's going to take even longer, and you'll probably end up stressing each other out. What I mean by this is you can do chores at the same time. If one of you's making dinner, then the other one can be sorting the laundry. If one of you's cleaning the bathroom, the other one could be doing a dust and vacuum throughout the house. You get the idea. The reason we do this, especially when there's a lot of chores to get done, or it's the chores that generally take longer, is that we're both then busy at the same time, which means there's no wasted time that we could have spent together. For example, if Tom were to mow the lawn from 5 o'clock till 6 o'clock and I chose that time to have a bit of a rest, but then I made dinner from 6 o'clock till 7 o'clock when Tom is then having a rest, that is periods of time when we're both busy separately and not resting together. Whereas if Tom mowed the lawn whilst I cooked the dinner in that same amount of time, then when we've both finished those jobs, we can come and rest together and spend quality time with each other, and it will feel like a job well done together working as a team. Third, know the difference between the jobs that will just take a few minutes versus the jobs where you actually need to set aside a bit of time to get them done. Putting a load of laundry on, 5 minutes. Filling the dishwasher, 5 minutes. Taking the bins out, 5 minutes. However, things like cleaning the bathroom or deep cleaning the kitchen, doing a basket of ironing, washing the car, making a meal, mowing the lawn, they're all going to take much longer. You don't need to plan for the small jobs, just do them as they arise, communicate with your partner that that's what you're doing, or tackle a lot of these smaller jobs whilst they're handling one of the bigger ones. It's the bigger jobs that need a bit more planning. You might decide to alternate cooking in the evenings. So Monday one of you cooks, Tuesday the other one cooks, and you keep swapping, whatever really works for your schedule. But when one of you is cooking, the other one can be getting on with one of those more time-consuming chores, again, so you're working at the same time. For example, if I'm cooking on Monday evening, Tom could dust and vacuum throughout the house. If Tom's cooking on Tuesday evening, I could clean the bathroom whilst he's doing that. It's a really efficient system that means twice as much work is getting done and you're not wasting any time that could have been spent together or doing something else. Fourth, sometimes you may need to spend a bit of time, for example on a Saturday, catching up if your week didn't go entirely to plan. Maybe one of you was away, one of you got sick, an emergency came up. Life happens to all of us. And sometimes it just needs a good work-free day, like a Saturday, to get on top of it all and get your house back to running smoothly. Allow this to happen and don't resent each other for it. Don't say things like,
well, that was a waste of my weekend.
As long as you don't make this a regular thing and you rely on it as your catch-up time and you keep most of your weekends for you both to enjoy the things you love doing, then the occasional catch-up Saturday isn't always a bad thing. Again, remember that you are a team and the whole purpose of this series is for me to offer suggestions to make your life a little bit lighter and more manageable. And something to keep in mind with this, especially if you are of the mindset that having a catch-up Saturday is a waste of your weekend, remember that clutter and mess and anything visibly untidy increases your cortisol level. Now, cortisol is your stress hormone. So spending a bit of time keeping your home in order will naturally reduce your stress. So it is worth it every now and then to give up a Saturday to reset your home as needed. 5, meal planning. It's a game changer. Never again ask the question, what are we having for dinner tonight? Because you've already got it planned. We've even got it on a board. We know what we're eating each evening and who's cooking it, so it's all hands to action stations when we get home from work and there's no flapping about. And as I've already said, when one person's cooking, the other person can be getting on with something else on the to-do list. Spending a bit of time planning your meals before you go grocery shopping is brilliant. It not only saves you time and energy in the grocery shop because you know exactly what ingredients you need to get, but it saves you time and energy in the week to follow as well because, as I've already said, you know what meals you're eating, you know who's cooking them, you know you've got the ingredients for them. But it also saves you money because you're only buying the ingredients you need and very little will then go to waste. And lastly, number 6, protect your quality time together. At some point, it will be time to say stop and come back for that quality time together. There is often always more to do around the house and you could keep going well into the evening. Remember, communication is key. Let your partner know where you're up to with the task in hand and what more you'd like to get done this day before you stop. Agree a time where you will stop and come back together for quality time. Now, let's be realistic. Quality time won't always just be chilling on the sofa. We've got far much more in our lives that we need to get done than to just sit and do that every single evening. Tom and I include going on runs, walk and to the gym as part of that quality time spent together. Or we can complete things that we each individually want to do but together in the same room, which is something that is called parallel play. For example, I could be working on editing a video whilst he is playing the guitar. We often do that up here in our office. Or we can both sit with a book and read separately but cuddled up on the sofa together. Or then occasionally we might opt for the classic, put a film on, get settled into the sofa and have a rest. When you work full time, it's really easy to use being tired as an excuse to skip out on chores. But remember, keeping your home running smoothly and efficiently is an important step if you're looking to feel like the load is a little bit lighter. Remember, a messy home just increases that stress hormone, making it worse. So an efficiently run home is the best option for both your relationship and your well-being. With the right systems in place, a bit of teamwork and communication, you can make this really easy and effective in your home. I hope this video has given you some ideas and strategies that you can apply to your own home. Feel free to let us know down in the comments how you and your partner handle chores and routines in your home, especially if you're both working full-time. Remember to subscribe for more videos like this and give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video very soon. Until next time, take care. Bye.